Welcome to SBCU. We're here to talk about competitive road and specifically the Allez. The Allez is complete alloy performance. And while it gleans all of the attributes that a competitive road rider needs, it does it with technology that's not seen anywhere else in the industry. Now let's dive into the details. The key technology that allows us to deliver complete alloy performance in Allez is Deluzio Smart Weld. And we obsess as much on aluminum as we do with carbon at Specialized. You see that in something like a technology in Deluzio Smart Weld. So what the key technologies are: take a down tube that's hydroformed with a rolled edge, just like we have here, as well as a head tube tailored for each size of bike, and you put those two rolled edges together. They create a perfect weld valley. And that overall shape allows you to fill this in and make an extremely strong joint that's very stiff. And because it's focused on the individual area, it allows us to make very, very thin tubes in all the other areas. So you have an amazing responding, extremely strong and stiff bike that's also very lightweight. We've integrated Deluzio Smart Weld into the line for many years. But starting with this bike behind me, the Allez Sprint, we wanted to push the limits even farther of what alloy technology could do. And that comes first and foremost into a new technology, the Deluzio Smart Weld bottom bracket. And it actually starts with a completely new construction. This is a stamped piece of aluminum that creates one half of the shell, and another side comes together to complete a very nice hollow, very lightweight, and extremely stiff junction in the bottom bracket. It's actually brazed to pull that together, so not welded, to create a very thin seam and a very strong structure. Still with rolled tubes to meet up with the down tube and the seat tube to make a very strong, very responsive junction. But even more so, it gleans to a very wide base on the chainstay. So that bottom bracket completes the system and makes a bike in this Allez Sprint that has power transfer near on parallel with what we can do with an S-Works tarmac. Amazing. And as that is partnered with a down tube and head tube that are specific for the frame sizes that they come across, as well as an S-Works tarmac fork, responsiveness in the front end. Finally, this has had as much aerodynamic work as the Generation 1 Venge. So from that seat post and seat tube into where the down tube is placed to the fork, this leads to a bike that will give you 1.3 meters in a sprint, farther ahead over 200 meters versus a traditional road bike. Just a massive benefit. And finally, wrapping out all of the complete performance that an Allez rider needs. All right, that wraps up the Allez and a complete alloy performance package that gives everything that the competitive road rider needs. Additionally, we believe this is the highest performing alloy on the market. So if you're as stoked on this as I am, head into your local Specialized retailer, take it for a test ride.